Hello and welcome to my world and my personal headcanon, where I like to talk about different aspects and what if scenarios as it relates to my favorite franchises, whether it be television, comic books, movies, or in this case, video games, as I'm going to be talking about Mass Effect 3 and the fact that your choices actually matter at the end of Mass Effect 3 if you actually choose the right ending. Your choices actually do matter. And but because of the Illusive Man here, you don't get the majority of people don't realize that their choices actually end up mattering at the very end. You see, from the moment that the Illusive Man is introduced at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, you essentially know everything that you want about him. That he is the leader of Cerberus. He is pushing a very pro-humanity agenda that is like strength for Cerberus is strength for humanity. He is all about ensuring that humanity becomes the dominant species in the Milky Way galaxy, which further justifies the resentment that every other species has towards humanity in the Mass Effect franchise. Everything that the Volus ambassadors says to Shepard, or if you go into the Elcor and Volus embassy at the beginning of Mass Effect 1, basically rings true here, is that humanity is the youngest species, but they have made gains and political influence so quickly. It's become a major concern for other species across the galaxy. The Turians have their concerns, considering that they went to war with humanity. The Batarians feel like the humanity has stolen their territory, which, to be fair, humanity did steal territory that basically should have belonged to the Batarians. Let's be honest here. But Cerberus, the Illusive Man, they are definitely pushing forth that pro humanity on top at any and all costs. The hell with every other species in the Milky Way galaxy. Again, that's the attitude of the Illusive Man and Cerberus. Maybe exaggerating there with the Elusive Man a bit. He's a bit more tempered and doesn't outright say it, but you kind of get that impression from everybody else that you encounter that's related to Cerberus over the course of the particularly Mass Effect 1 and 2 to various degrees there. Um. So anyway, getting back to this, like how the Elusive Man ensures that you don't know your choices matter, is that over the course from Mass Effect 2 to from when he debuts to the very end with his last appearance in Mass Effect 3, when you have the showdown with him on the Citadel above Earth and he's holding Anderson at gunpoint, you can basically, convince Tim that he is indoctrinated and that everything that he's pushing for is actually the will of the Reapers, and you can have him off himself, or Shepard can do it themselves. And you get the realization that all the Elusive Man wanted was what was best for humanity. That's all he was fighting for that entire time. That was his one sole desire. It's what led to him being indoctrinated, but still. So so from that point you go up to the Star Child, and if your war has asset score is high enough, you get presented all the various choices on how the Crucible should be used to end the story of the Mass Effect trilogy, and you get three endings, and they are: one is destroy. It's the one ending that most people go for. It's the ending. As my alarm goes off here, the destroy ending is the one ending that most players go for, because it seems the most obvious. You want to destroy the Reapers, but the majority of players who pick the destroy ending don't actually pay attention to the dialogue that the Star Child tells Shepard, that you're not just destroying the Reapers, because using the Crucible to destroy the Reapers means destroying all synthetic life. That includes the Geth. That includes the Quarians, who rely on synthetic their biomechanical suits primarily to live. It also to the Volus, as well as anybody who has that is relying on synthetic components to live. There is like anything and everything that could be considered synthetic life is being wiped out with the destroy ending. All right, and matter of fact, the Star Child tells Shepard that because Shepard is he or herself is not entirely biological, yeah, you'll get wiped out too. There's no way you survive this. But most people pick get the war SS score high enough and pick the destroy ending to ensure that Shepard lives. But at what cost? All right. So keep in mind here, the Illusive Man is not saying destroy the Reapers. So it's like he's not the Illusive Man is not making that call right there. He says like destroying the Reapers and destroying synthetic life. That's the bad call, and the Illusive Man knows that. But because he's a villain and everything is about humanity, he's so humanity first focused. It's like it's presented. Oh, well, the destroy ending seems more obvious for the average player, but without realizing it, the Illusive Man is saying, because he doesn't outright say it or doesn't outright know that, yeah, it's like you destroy the Reapers, but that's going to have major consequences on a body count scale. The synthesis ending, which is the third choice of the three choices that are presented to you, again, if your war asset score is high enough, basically merges biological and synthetic life, forced evolution across the entire galaxy. And while that is my favorite ending because of Edie's monologue at the end about her being alive, it's definitely the most morally questionable because again, I'm someone who is pro-choice. And it's like their body, their choice, and doing a forced evolution on there is basically forcing from my viewpoint, is basically forcing a woman to carry a child to term when at the risk of their own health, when an abortion is not, it's the much safer option, and that should be their choice to choose. They either choose to carry a child to term or have an abortion. And in the case of the synthesis ending for Mass Effect 3, you get the choice of either forcing everyone and everything to evolve to a new state without giving anyone else a choice in the matter. It's galaxy wide. It's all or nothing there. So now let's go back to the choice that we didn't look over. The choice that gets hidden. That is the choice that the Illusive Man wants. The control ending. Plain and simple. Shepard becomes the new artificial intelligence control unit that's implanted on the Crucible that takes control of the Reapers. And as the new AI, Shepard determines basically how the Reapers will be utilized going forward and all that advanced technology and everything. It's the ending that the Illusive Man wants. It's like it's control. It's like it's control of the Reapers. It's strength for the Cerberus, strength for humanity. It's like, okay, control. It's like humanity has control of the Reapers if Shepard chooses the control ending. And it's like it's everything that the Illusive Man wants. Well, not quite, because Shepard actually, and this is where your choices end up mattering. With Shepard becoming the artificial intelligence control unit for the Reapers, Shepard's choices, particularly over the course of their Paragon or Renegade aspect, comes into full effect with the control ending. As a Paragon, or definitely more Paragon leaning, the Shepard AI is more of a guardian. Takes more of a passive or protective attitude towards how the Reapers and everything is being utilized over the course of throughout the galaxy. All right, all right. As a Paragon would, all right, it's a guardian. It is there to defend and to protect the entire galaxy from any and all possible enemies, or from any major threats that happen within the galaxy going forward. Then you have the renegade side of Shepard's personality, if Shepard is definitely leaning in that regard. In that, the Shepard AI basically becomes Skynet. And in that epilogue dialogue, the Shepard AI conveys that yeah, we're gonna rule through domination. Anything that's coming to fuck with us, we're going to wipe out. As simple as that. It's like, and that's where your choice, and that's where all your choices, your influences, come into play. But because of the Illusive Man pushing for the control ending and it being so associated with humanity's dominance, it hides the fact that your choices actually end up mattering. Because the majority of players are picking either the destroy ending and to a second extent the synthesis ending, leaving the control ending and the two variants that they're in of it in a distant third place. But so what if? What if the Illusive Man was a little bit more open-minded, or realizing what could be done with the Reapers beyond this making humanity stronger and the most dominant species in the galaxy? Well, if he was more open-minded, that would actually hurt his character even more, and it would kind of make him a bit more of a hypocrite than anything else if he actually realizes those things. But my kind of wonder is, what if there was somebody who was realizing that there was another way of controlling the Reapers over the course of Mass Effect 3 and presenting that option to Shepard? Hell, Shepard, over the course of 3 games, comes across enough scientists that could effectively be, looking into that as a different aspect there. Hey, it just makes sense. But who knows? Narratively, it probably doesn't work to find a way for for there to be someone looking at it from a positive viewpoint to for there to be control of Reapers. But at the same time, because of the Illusive Man and the influence he has over the story and how it could affect the players, it hides the fact that the choice is being hidden. So what if there was something to indicate that where the choices wouldn't matter even more so than what they were? It definitely raises questions there, and hence why I am doing this rant video here, just giving my thoughts on it. So I'll leave that here with a question for you. Is actually a couple questions for you. Were you aware of of your choices as Shepard actually mattering to the much degree as it relates to control ending? Have you ever done the control ending before, and what could have been done if you never done the control ending before, and weren't aware of the two variants of that ending? What could the game have done? What could have been done different over the course of the narrative, particularly of Mass Effect 3, to make those things more aware to you as a player? Because it leaves so many questions and room on the table that all at the expense of the Illusive Man. Anyway, that'll wrap this up here. Thank you very much for your time, your attention, your tolerance. If you made it to the very end here, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment. Again, if you can answer my questions that I just asked you, I would appreciate it. And let's engage in some discussion here. Till next time, bye.